Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Qamarina Binti Rosli, and my group consists of Syabilla Nilam, Ratna, Raffyra, and also Muhammad Abu Azwan. And our group will be presenting about software engineering code of ethics. So without further ado, let's proceed to table of contents. As for our table of content, we have introduction, importance of code of ethics, types of code of ethics, ethics evolutions, ethics implementation, and lastly, conclusion. Moving on to introduction. The Code of Ethics was developed by the IEEE CSACM Joint Task Force on Software Engineering Ethics and Professional Practices. In general, the Code of Ethics is a set of principles of conduct within an organization that guide decision-making and behavior. The purpose of the code is to provide members and other interested persons with guidelines for making ethical choices in the conduct of their work. The purpose of the Software Engineering Code of Ethics is intended as a standard for guiding software engineers during the practicing of software engineering, and the ethics and professional obligation of software engineers, including practitioners, educators, managers, supervisors, and policymakers, as well as trainees and students of the profession. It also focuses on providing high-quality software. Software engineers are committed to analyzing, specifying, designing, developing, testing, and maintaining software that is beneficial and effective for the company or client. Moving on to importance of code of ethics. First, it benefits the public. Having a strict code of ethics guarantees that software engineers will create products that benefit everyday people. Without ethics, a software engineer could disregard how their work affects the lives of others or design something that is intentionally harmful. Software should be looked upon as a tool to help our society functions more efficiently. Without ethics, software engineers could get off scot-free for participating in reckless behavior and decision-making. The second importance of code of ethics is to meet professional standards. Professional standards governed by a code of ethics ensures that software engineers are able to justify their work. Rather than pursuing a goal without first thinking of its implications, employees in this field need to ask themselves a few ethical questions each time they embark on a new project. Having a code that meets professional standards also means that software engineers are part of a moral community of like-minded professionals and leaders with similar responsibilities. And last, which is the third importance of code of ethics, is provide high-quality software. Software powers our world. It enables the functionality of our banks, communications, power plants, and nearly every other modern-day system. Ethics makes certain system use high-quality, reliable software that is beneficial and accessible for everyone. According to the code, software engineers must aim to create quality products that meet specifications, pass appropriate tests, and don't diminish quality of life, privacy, or harm to the environment.
Hello, my name is Ratna and I will be presenting on the type of code of ethics. The SCM codes contain acts related to the behavior of and decisions made by professional software engineers, including practitioners, educators, managers, supervisors, and policymakers, as well as the trainees and students of the profession. The principle identifying the ethically responsible relationship in which individual, groups, and organizations participate and the primary obligation within this relationship. The clauses of each principle are illustration of some of the obligations included in this relationship. These obligations are founded in the software engineer's humanity, especially care owed to the people affected, the work of software engineers, and the unique element of the practice of software engineering. Software engineers should commit themselves to making the analysis, specification, design, development, testing, and maintenance of software a beneficial and respected profession. In accordance with their commitment to the health, safety, and welfare of the public, software engineers should adhere to the following principles. The public principle, where software engineers should act consistently with the public interest. Example following to the public principle, such as where companies have apologized after their blundering attempts to make a gesture of respect following the death of the Duke of Edinburgh, left their National Rail information websites inaccessible to many disabled people. The client and employer, principle where software engineers should act in a manner that is in the best interest of the client and employer, consistent with the public interest. For instance, the famous Bill Gates software piracy basic, where the letter was written by Bill Gates to the Homebrew Computer Club to address rampant piracy of Bill Gates' product Altair Basic, which was being passed around quite freely by hobbyists in a paper-tape form, without any sort of payment to the Microsoft. The third principle is the product principle, where software engineers should ensure that their products and related modifications meet the highest professional standard possible. These principles are applied to the case of 533 million Facebook users, phone numbers, and personal data have been leaked online in 2021. A user in a low-level hacking forum published the phone numbers and personal data of hundreds of millions of Facebook users for free. The fourth principle is the judgment principle, where software engineers should maintain integrity and independence in their professional judgment. For example, in 2016, tech company PTC to pay 38 million to resolve its bribery probes into where they get more than 1 million in recreational travel to officials from China. The management principle, where software engineering managers and leaders should subscribe to and promote an ethical approach to the management of software development and maintenance, such as the Google company fired staff scientist Margaret Mitchell, a move that fanned company divisions on academic freedom and diversity that were on display since its dismissal of AI ethics researchers Tim Nickerville. The sixth principle is the profession, a principle where the software engineer should advance the integrity and reputation of profession consistent with the public interest. And then the colleague principle, where software engineers should be fair to and supportive of their colleagues. And finally, the self principle, where software engineers should participate in lifelong learning regarding the practice of their profession and should promote an ethical approach to the practical of the profession.
Hello, my name is Azwan. I'll be talking about ethical violations. So, in most business professionals, their ethical behavior are regulated by codes of conduct. However, misconduct can still occur where you might see proper ethical behavior not being practiced, resulting in poor work conditions. So many of these actually cross into the lines of illegal territory that is dealt with outside the corporation and are not merely morally bad. So next up, I'll be talking about ethical violation examples, which we have bribery, sexual harassment, and conflict of interest. So starting with bribery and corruption may be perceived by some as financial crimes with no obvious victims. However, corruption causes power to be abused, infrastructure to deteriorate, and public funds to be diverted from supporting the most vulnerable members of society. Trust is crucial here. As for sexual harassment, contrary to sexual harassment or abuse, crossing sexual boundaries is an ethical breach. In circumstances involving sexual boundaries, both individuals may be willing participants, yet a code of behavior forbids some aspect of the sexual connection. These ethical transgressions can be observed in real-world contexts, such as doctor-patient relationships, consulting businesses, educational institutions, church forums, and other physical establishments. It is unethical for a psychiatrist to have a sexual relationship with a patient who is emotionally or sexually vulnerable. As for conflict of interest, a professional who betrays a client's trust or puts the client in danger as a result of interactions with a third party is said to be in conflict of interest. These situations may occur with consultants or attorneys. For example, a criminal defense attorney dating the prosecutor for this client. When there's a personal connection between a voting party and a third party with a stake in the vote's outcome, it frequently occurs on voting boards. In certain situations, there is a clear conflict of interest due to the possibility of a biased vote or the possibility that the subject may disclose the information or engage in actions with opposing parties that threaten the outcome. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Syabilla and I will be presenting on the 4 ethics implementations examples. So these are the 4 ethics implementations examples, starting off with integrity, which demonstrates to the client and management that the product can be delivered, but there are still significant issues with the testing speed. So the software engineer or developer should be honest on how there are still issues with the product itself. Next is the confidentiality, which allows authorized individuals to access protected and sensitive data. And third one is professional competence, which is the responsibility of software engineers to make software analysis, specification, design, development, testing, and maintenance a respected and profitable profession. And last but not least is the teamwork, which one believes that certain tasks are the sole responsibility of other employees, which which can cause misunderstanding, miscommunication in a team. Thank you.